Hello everybody, I'm Yoshikigami, President of BOSS. I'm talking from Japan. Today Jeff is joining from Los Angeles. Good evening, Jeff.
Good evening, Yoshi. Good to see you. Everyone, my name is Jeff Slingloff. I'm the product manager for BOSS here in the United States. And we're going to do tonight Talk with BOSS, which is something we do with President of BOSS, Yoshikigami, every other week, and get to talk to him and find out some things about stories behind the products that we all love and adore. Yoshi, could you tell everybody what our theme is for today?
Yeah, today we are going to talk about BOSS accessories.
Accessories, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, we've introduced a lot of accessories over the past few years, and it's becoming we have a very versatile lineup. Do you want to tell everybody what's in the lineup?
Yeah, we have cables, bags, amp covers, straps, a lot of stuff. And so all the accessories are designed with our original kind of like a concept, and also using unique materials. So we want to support all players, guitarists, bassists, everybody. So today we are going to introduce all our current lineup. So please find your favorite one.
Yes. Well, so since there are several categories within accessories, how about we start with cables? We did previously talk about cables on a previous Talk with BOSS, but maybe you could introduce them again, Yoshi.
Yes. So cable is very important part of your guitar sound, like guitar itself, pedals, amplifier. Guitar signal is very small because that is coming from pickup. So especially if you use single coil pickup, that's very much weak. So sometimes outside of noises is very much bad for such kind of small signals. And so how to transfer a pure sound from guitar to next equipment like a pedal or amplifier, or protecting from the noise, that is important function of the cables. So now we have very basic cable BIC series for guitar and the bass instrument.
Yeah, and we're very fortunate in that BIC series is used by so many people. I use them almost constantly. I really love them. Could you maybe tell the audience a little bit about some of its features for the BIC cable?
Yes. So this regular BIC cable series is using stranded multiple wires of oxygen-free copper for core wire. And this oxygen-free copper purity is 99.95%. So reducing impurities, we can get much more natural sound. And actually, I don't say the high purity provide automatically better sound. It's just kind of like design, how to choose core wire, insulator, sealed material, outer jacket. So such kind of materials and size, we can tune the sound. So of course we are using very high quality materials, but the sound is tuned by BOSS.
Yeah, and as you said, the core of the cable, 99.95% is the heart of it. But there are some other unique parts of the design, right?
Yeah. Guitar signals, as I said, it's very small, so it's affected by outside of noise. So we are using very high quality of seal that is braided structure. So that gives high durability and flexibility to this cable. So that suppresses the noise and transfer pure signals. And also outer jacket is the same high density braided one. So that is fit comfortably in your hand. And also you don't have any trouble at live performance like a tangled thing, So I have one video, so I want to introduce how to produce our cables in the video. So please take a look. So this machine is braiding a seal right now, and also, yeah, this is a braiding outer jacket. Very interesting, right? So Jeff, how do you feel with this video?
I had no idea how they did the braiding on those. It's a very impressive machine, right? That's pretty cool, right? And you can feel the quality on them when you actually touch them. As I think you just mentioned a minute ago, it's like you can roll these up and they don't get tangled in themselves. They don't, they don't twist. They don't stick to each other.
Mm-hmm.
They're really just great cables. They don't break. I think they all have lifetime warranties on them. Just really, really awesome. So the plug on the BIC series is 24 karat gold plated.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really subject to the same decay, and and has a better signal transmission, right? And along with those, which are great, this year new model cable was added. Do you want to tell everybody about that?
Yeah, that is BOSS premium cable, and the premium cable has much more natural signal transfer and wider range of the sound and the dynamic expression. So that is using much more pure 99.99% monocrystal copper. Usually copper is composed of crystal, but this monocrystal copper, as that named, they are mono, So very few crystal boundary. So that means that cable has a much more pure transfer of the signal. And also we made this cable with our unique recipe. So that cable provides high resolution sound and wider range sound. Such kind of characters provide much more high quality sound. Of course, regular BOSS cable is very good sound, but this premium cable is much more sensitive, and also if you want to express much more detailed sound. So if such kind of people, please try premium cable. Maybe you will be satisfied by the sound.
Yeah, I've tried them and love them. I have one that I use for some things. I'm really shocked at how strong of a difference there is between that cable, the other BOSS cables I have, and some other cables that I've tried it comparatively. It's really open. At first, it's almost like you changed your pickup. It's that strong of a difference. I did not expect to hear that. And what's really interesting to me is I've seen a lot of people go out and modify their favorite pedals, and they spend lots of money, and somebody goes and puts good resistors or whatever, and it doesn't have as much sound difference as just going to this premium cable. So I would suggest to everybody to please give it a shot, because I think you might find that you love it. It's in a gorgeous package. They sound great, and it just feels neat. It's a good thing. Could you tell us about the other cable lineup?
Yeah. So now we have another cable, which is a patch cable. BPC series is very much orthodox pancake type of cable. So that has 13.6 millimeter, 0.6 inches wider, and also 7.8 millimeter, 0.3 inches thickness. Very slim design. So if you want to have a very simple setting, like using some pedals, compact pedals, that is very much useful. And also if you want to have a much more complicated, huge pedalboard system, you can use our solderless pedalboard cable. BCK series will be very good for that purpose. You can cut the cables fit for your pedal board. So you can make beautiful look pedal board by using this BCK series.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the BCK series because you're right. You can cut them to length, and I've seen some people do really nice jobs of like almost making it look like a circuit board where they laid them out just perfect and beautiful.
Yep.
They sound great. They're super easy to use because, as you said, you just take a pair of scissors and cut them, jam them in, and there's a screwdriver included, so you just tighten it real fast. And they even have the ability to bend to 90-degree angle, which is very unique for a solderless cable. So, and if you're using anything like a switching system, like an ES8 or something where you've got 20, 30 cables coming out of it, they're so small and they really clean up your pedal board quite nicely. Another thing that cleans up the pedal board quite nicely is that we've got some new Midi cables in our lineup. Do you want to talk about those?
Yes. Now we have some different type of Midi cables for fit for any style of the using, and also different lengths. So B-Midi series is having 5-pin traditional Midi connector with multi-angle, and also we have TRS, mini TRS 3.5 millimeter TRS type as well. So you can use them with 200 series, RC10R, such a TRS Midi equipped pedals. So right now we are increasing the models that has a TRS Midi jack. So now we have 6 models of 200 series and 3 models of RC series and EV1WL GT1000 core. So if you have such models, please try to use the TRS Midi jack.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that, as you mentioned, we have the cable which you can it's 5-pin that you can change the angle on it, and it's really small profile for a pedal board, which is great instead of your traditional fat, 5-pin. And then with our new series of pedals, the 200 series, we've started using the 1/8-inch mini jack. And now that we have this MIDI cable connector that connects them, it's really cool because you could put a row of 500 series pedals like your IR200 and your SY200 and your OD200 and hit one button and they'll all change. Or you can do things like use your ES8 to feed them, all through. So it's in that tiny little 1/8-inch cable. So it's really pretty cool to be able to do it all at once, and probably becoming pretty much a new standard for MIDI is to use the 1/8-inch cable.
Yeah, so most of guys don't know about that function, but if you have 200 series, please try to connect each models and one push changing everything at the same time.
Yeah, it's super cool. So moving on from cables, we do have some accessories that are related to amps themselves. So we've talked about pedals, but we have many of amps. And what kind of accessories do we have for amp users?
Yeah. Right now we have the amp stand, amp cover, and also cable for foot switch, and also speaker cables.
Yeah, so the amp stand is the BAS-1. We released that earlier this year, and it supports not only the Katana amplifiers, but also the JC series of amplifiers and the Nextone series of amplifiers. It can be used on a lot of different products. Could you maybe tell some of the benefits of that stand?
Yes, so amp stand gives you much more stable sound monitoring environment. If you play with the amplifier put on the floor, sometimes the low-end sound is changed by floor or stage. And also sometimes the sound you are monitoring from the amplifiers is a little bit different from audience hearing sound. So using amp stand, you cannot affect by any environment, such as venue and the floor situation. You can get very stable monitoring sound from the amplifier. And also the amplifier stand have a little tilt, so you can, the sound is coming to your ear directly. So you can monitor your sound much more correctly. So that is a benefit of the amp stand.
Yeah, I think it's really important what you mentioned there is that, you throw a microphone in front of a cabinet that's on the floor, the audience hears what the microphone hears, but you hear the bass build up and the non-directionality because it's shooting past your legs. So facing at you gives you a closer example of what they're actually hearing, which is pretty unique, right? To isolate that, be able to keep it. So now there are some things about our amp stand that make it different than some of the stands that are out there. Do you want to tell people about that?
Yes, we have a lot of different amplifier series, from Katana 50 to JC 120, a big one. So one stand is adapting all our amplifier series. So that has the scoping arms. So you can change the size of the arm fit to your amplifier. And also the amplifier is kind of like heavy stuff. So safety and durability is very much important for amplifier stand. So we tested a lot. And also that can be grasped. So easy to carry is another benefit of our amp stand.
Yeah, it's it folds up nicely, but I think the really unique thing about it, as you said, is it's got that telescoping back on it, right? Because sometimes you get an amplifier and you put it on a stand, and the legs that go in it just go into the back of the amp. The amp kind of can poke the speaker, it can damage it. It just not all stands work for all amplifiers, and this one works for most, which is pretty darn impressive. So it's pretty cool. Along with so moving on from the amp stand, we do have covers for a lot of our amps. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, so we have some exclusive amplifier covers. So Katana 50 to 100, 212, and also head. Of course, they are fit for original Katana model and also Mark II. And also we have a Nextone, Bruce Cube, JC Jazz Chorus. So we have exclusive amp cover for each model. So they are just fit for each amplifier.
Right. Yeah, and then moving on from there, I guess a lot of people use foot switches, right? And so we should probably tell people about our TRS cable lineup as well.
Yeah, TRS cable, BCC TRS series is kind of like almost same construction with BOSS instrument cables. So very durable TRS cable. And we have another option of the plug. So one side is straight and another side is angled plug. So it's easy to connect to back panel of amplifier. So if you want to use GAFC foot controller or EV30 expression pedal with amplifier, that's expanding your playability. So please try to use TRS cable for your amplifier.
Yes, I think that's great. And so many amplifiers besides just the BOSS amplifiers use some type of foot switch, and a TRS cable is a great thing to get for them. And ours is a great high quality cable. And even though the GAFC comes with a cable, getting the premium cable at a different length that works, for you is also just a really nice advantage. There's probably one cable that we make though that I don't believe most people even know that we do. And that is the fact that we make a really amazing quality speaker cable for your cabinets.
Yeah, so speaker cable BSC series originally designed for Waza amp. So that is very high quality professional level. And also BSC cable can be used for the connection between Waza tube amp expander and tube amplifier. And also we have some amplifier that has external speaker output, like neck stone, katana head, katana artist, also a Bruce Cube. Maybe you can use this speaker cable for such kind of external speaker output.
Yeah, it's a really great quality cable, and I have many cabinets, and I use those cables everywhere. And it's a thick cable, right? But it's robust without being too big and just heavy for the sake of being heavy. Just they sound great, really fundamentally great cable. So let's move into a slightly different category, away from cables and things like that. We have a lot of bags that we make for our products. Do you want to tell people about what we make?
Yeah, right now we have GT1000, GT100, GT1, and ME80 multi-effector bags. And they are all just fit, exclusive case. And also they have some straps. So maybe you guys have to carry a lot of stuff, like guitar, amplifier, and effects, cables, a lot of stuff. So you can, it works very much if you have a lot of stuff. The strap is working very good. So also that case, you can store AC adapter as well. It's a very useful bag.
Yeah, and they're very useful just to have around. Not only for maybe you get the GT1000 bag like I have, but sometimes I use it for other things. I stick a small pedal board in there or things like that, and they're quite robust. They really do a good job of protecting things, but they're very useful. Now, what is your recommended product amongst the bags that we make right now?
Yeah, I forgot to mention about it. BOSS Guitar Gig Bag. We released that last July. Yeah. So because we released a BOSS first electronic guitar, Uras GS1 at that time. So that guitar gig bag was designed for Uras, such a high quality guitar.
Yeah, and it was good timing. So at the same time we came out with the Uras guitar, we came out with two bags, which were the CB-10EG and also the CB-EG20, so the 10 and the 20. Could you tell us the features of each of those? Yeah,
the first CB-EG10. This is very lightweight and stylish and having very basic spec. The weight is only 1.8 kilogram, 4 pounds, but that has heavy duty guitar gig bag. And CB-EG10 has a 25 millimeter thickness cushion pad that protect your guitar from outside of the damage. So it gives you very safe carrying and safe keeping. And inside of the bag, there is a soft velvet, and that's never scratch your important guitar. So that case is protecting your guitar from outside, of course, and also inside as well.
Yeah, it's a really nice bag. It's solid. The material on the outside is great. The material on the inside is this nice velvet, and if you feel like it's polishing your guitar, not damaging it. And then I especially love the fact that it has the 2 removable neck braces inside of it, so you can really put a lot of support on your neck. My very first Les Paul, its headstock got busted because it was in a gig bag and it didn't have support on the neck. And after a gig, something fell on it and it snapped the headstock off. So it's this bag. I feel like I could take it to a gig with my Les Paul and have no problem at all. So it's really reliable. I think it's good. So we've got that one, and then it's good for protecting obviously your Uras and other guitars.
Yeah. So that's originally designed for Uras GS1. So such kind of high quality of guitar, that gig bag has same level of quality. So that's protect your expensive guitar.
Yes, it's a good mate for the Urus guitar. They go nicely together. So then there is also the CBEG20, which also looks really cool.
Yeah. So CBEG20 has much more higher durability and functionality. And yeah, unique point is that has very high water resistance. So that has water resistant exterior and waterproof zipper. So that provides very high water resistant function. So the surface of the material is water repelling coating, nylon. And also that has much layered closes. So maybe regular rain, you have no problem. And also protecting pad is the same to CBEG10, that is 25 millimeter, but we add 5 millimeter polypropylene. How to pronounce? Is it correct?
That was correct. Polypropylene.
Polypropylene. Yes. Yeah, 5 millimeter board. So that is kind of like a semi-hard case, but lightweight and easy to carry. So it's very much feel free to carry your expensive guitar.
Yes. Well, and the outside of it, it does feel like you could probably take it in the rain or run a hose on it and your guitar would be fine. But it's also it's a nice looking material. It feels of quality. It's like, a nice suit, but around your guitar. It's really cool. How about the inside of the others?
Yeah, inside, that is the same to CBEG10. That has soft velvet inside, and also that has necklace as well. And also we add a cushion pad on the bottom of the case. So this is removable, so you can remove or add this pad, depends on your guitar size. And that has very flexible handle, easy to carry, and also strap. You can remove strap and store into the back side of the case.
Yeah, it's one of the things I really like is, as you said, it's almost as if this thing is its own hard case, just happens to be soft and pretty. But when you take the strap off, the handles feel really nice when you're using it as a regular case, which I've had so many gig bags over the years that, you're going through the airport and either your shoulders are getting sore or your hands getting sore from the strap. And, one of the things that's really smart about the case is, and I know the team spent a lot of time figuring out where to put the strap so it sits on your back correctly, because some sit too high, some sit too low, some have the strap too far, and they get weird and tiresome over time. And it's just a really nice case. I've already had to travel once through an airport with it, and it was a more pleasant trip than most. So it's good that we can store the strap inside, and it's lighter than a hard case. Yeah.
So there are a lot of guitar gig bag in the market, but these are our first step of guitar gig bag. So we wanted to have very much basic spec as protecting from the outside damage, and also comfortable use feeling. So this works for, of course, carrying your guitar, and also that is good for safe store and keeping your guitar. So please check our gig bag.
Yeah, please give it a shot. I think you'll find it quite lovely. So moving away from that, one of the things you mentioned, the straps on the gig bag, but I think people would like to know that we actually make in our ever increasing line of accessories, we now have, a lot of guitar and bass straps. I use them myself. Do you want to tell people about them?
Yep. So BOSS straps, we have very basic cotton type of strap and very smooth nylon type of strap, and also high quality leather and suede. And another one is hybrid model of cotton and nylon. And also we have a color variation. So now we have all 12 models. And also the wideness is not only 2 inches. We have 2.5 inches and 3 inches. And these are showing on the code. So BSC20 means BOSS strap by cotton with 2-inch wide. And BSL25 means BOSS strap leather with 2.5-inch wide. Easy.
It is easy. Surprisingly, I didn't know that. So I'm glad you explained it to me as well. So do you want to tell people about some of the features of these products?
Yeah. So, most important point is fixing strap pin part. We are using very high quality glove leather. This is using for the baseball glove, and very durable and smooth material. This is very much an important point for the durability. So we are making layer structure to glove leather sandwich structure. It gives us much more stable work for the fixing the strap pin.
Yes. All of our straps are, the connection to the strap. There's lots of material there, and it's nice for connection. And both the cotton and the leather are extremely comfortable, right? Not all are. Some can be kind of harsh, but they're very soft. That glove leather is wonderful. The cotton is really nice as well.
Yes. So we don't tell anything about that thing on our spec sheet, but we are using very high quality cotton from America. And also all BOSS strap is producing in United States. So they are all made in the USA.
Yeah, they're really nice. If you haven't had a chance to check them out, please do. I have several, and they're now my favorite straps, and I really like them a lot. Well, we should probably wrap this up, but before we do, I did want to say to everybody out there, if you have any quick questions, please go ahead and type them in real fast. Maybe we can answer them for you. I see that we should say hi to Jimmy, and of course Scott Gaylor, a friend of the family. Miss you too, Scott. Can't wait till we can see you again sometime. Scott's in Florida, so I believe he should get to bed soon. But but that's okay.
He's a musician. No problem.
Yeah, he's a musician. No problem at all.
Never sleep.
Right. But Yoshi, thank you very much for for introducing the whole array of wonderful accessories that we went through there. I know that was a lot, but there's some really good things. There's so many little things as guitar players that we need, and to see BOSS taking the same care and construction in the little accessories as they do in the big things is really fun to see, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay.
So next time theme would be, I would like to talk about summary of a new release in 2021.
Yeah. That's going to be an amazing episode because we released so many products over the past year, and I hope you all enjoyed them because they're just one after another. Just amazing products came from you and the team. So I'm looking forward to us doing a rundown of everything that's come out, because it was an exciting year, an extremely exciting year. So for everyone at home, that next stream where we do a summary of the products from 2021 will be Wednesday, December 8th at 7:30 a.m. in the UK, 4:30 p.m. in Japan, and it'll be 11:30 p.m. the evening before, November 9th, in the United States. So, please join us. And as always, leave your comments, leave your impressions, like and subscribe down below. And we'll try and get to anything that you guys ask and see if we can answer your questions at some later date. If you have some suggestions for a future episode or some things you'd like to know, please put them in there. We're here to answer the questions, and that's what's fun about this. And of course, it's always fun to talk to you, Yoshi. So everyone, I'll see you next time. And thank you, Yoshi.
Thank you for joining us, everybody. See you next.